Hello my dear students, welcome back to one more class. In today's class we are going to study balancing of chemical equations. In previous class we have already studied what is chemical reaction, what is chemical equation and what are the characteristics of a chemical reaction. Okay, so let's start with today's topic and that one is balancing of chemical equations. So student, the first thing that comes in our mind and that one is why there is a need to balance equation, right? And this question in board examination also can be asked for 1 mark, and that is why balancing of chemical reaction, why balancing of chemical reactions or equations, why balancing of chemical equations or reaction is required. What does it mean? It means why balancing is necessary, why we are writing always a balanced equation. You might have studied in science class of your previous sections like class 8th or 7th, that always the reaction is written in a balanced forms. Then the question is that why there is a need to balance the equation. So simply we will say that there is a need to balance the equation, or the balancing of equation is required to satisfy the law of conservation of mass. And students, you all have studied this law in your class 9th, and what this law says? This law says that the total mass of reactant is equal to total mass of product. Another statement of this law is mass can neither be created nor be destroyed in a chemical reaction, right? So to satisfy that law, which is a very basic law of chemical combination, we are always doing balancing of any of the chemical equation, and we should be in a habit of writing always balanced chemical equation. Okay, so now how we will come to know that whether to balance that equation or not. Now here I will give 2 examples of it. Now this question is over, you have to keep in mind 2 examples. Here I am writing. The first example is Mg plus O2 gives MgO, right? This is a very simple equation. In that one, magnesium reacts with oxygen to form magnesium oxide. Another equation here I am writing, that is carbon is combining with oxygen to form CO2. Okay, now 2 reactions I am having. So how we will come to know that out of these 2 reaction, which one is balanced reaction and which one is not balanced. So for that one, how can we do? We will be doing in this way. Make 2 parts. First part named is as a LHS and second one is RHS. Now first of all, on LHS side, write down all the elements present. Like Mg is present, so I will be writing Mg. Okay, now oxygen, only symbols you have to write. So oxygen, only O1 symbol I am writing here. Okay, similarly on the right hand side, see, magnesium is there and oxygen is there. Okay, so when magnesium, let's count the number of magnesium. How many magnesium present here? You can see that only 1. So simply we will be writing here as magnesium as a 1. Oxygen, I can see 2 atoms of oxygen. So here simply I will be writing it as a 2 because I saw that 2 oxygen atoms are there. Okay, now come to this product. Now magnesium oxide. So magnesium, how many? Only 1 magnesium is present. Oxygen is also 1. So now when you will compare both the sides, that is LHS and RHS, you will come to know that magnesium only 1 atom is present. Oxygen, see, on LHS 2 atoms are present and here only 1 atom is present. Okay, and that's why this is not the balanced equation. Simply we will write here as this is not the balanced equation. This is not balanced equation. This is not balanced equation. Matlab, what does it mean? It means that this equation, it means number of atoms on both the sides are not equal. So what do you mean by balanced chemical equation? It means when number of atoms on both the sides are equal. So here we will be writing what balanced means. What balanced? It means number of atoms number of atoms on each side. Number of atom on each side is equal, and that is known as balanced chemical equation. So here we can see that on both the sides number of atoms are not equal, and that's why this is not the balanced equation. Such equation who is not balanced are termed as skeletal equation. That are termed as skeletal equation. Okay, so here I am writing it as a skeletal equation. Skeletal equation. Skeletal equation. Skeleton you might have heard in biology, that is skeleton. So from that only they have taken this word as a skeletal equation. So in skeletal equation we can observe that skeletal equation. Skeletal equation is an equation which is not balanced. Which is not balanced. Okay, now let's see. Now this one example is over. Let's see the another example. Here also we are going to do the same thing. Here we will be writing LHS and here it would be RHS. How many atoms are present? Like carbon and oxygen. Here also carbon and oxygen. Write down how many numbers are there. So how many atoms of carbon? Only one. Here oxygen 2. This side also 1 and oxygen 2. So when we are studying this, we can observe that one carbon, 2 oxygen, 2 oxygen. It means this is balanced equation. What does it mean? This is balanced equation. This equation is already balanced. So whenever you are getting any question in the exam to balance, so you have to check first whether this is a balanced equation or not. If it is already balanced, so we are going to write there as a already balanced equation, and if it is not balanced, we will study how to balance a chemical reaction. Okay, so student, I hope up to this you understood very well. So the skeletal equations, the word skeletal equations are those equations in which equation is not balanced. So this is skeletal equation and this one is not skeletal equation because it is already balanced. So let's solve some of these examples with us. Right, now we are going to study that how to balance a chemical equation. Students, here which we are using, this method is known as heat and trial method. The method which we are using for balancing a chemical equation is known as heat and trial method. Heat and trial method, what does it mean? It means that we will be using one integer, right? For example, I am having, if I am having these 3 pens and without lid if I am taking out, so I will be taking one lid and just trying on this. Just trying on this, if it get fixed then it's okay, otherwise I'll be using another pen cap to see that whether that pen cap is of this marker is or not, right? So what heat and trial method means, what we are just taking one object, keeping on that place. If it get fixed then it's okay, otherwise we will change the object, and such type of method is known as heat and trial method. So let's start. As I told you that the first step, always the first step to write this in the form of LHS and RHS, right? We are going to write this in the form of LHS and RHS. So here I am writing it as a LHS and here it is RHS. Now how many atoms are there? Here we are going to write it as a Mg and O. Here also Mg and O, only these many atoms are there. Now let's count that how many number of atoms are present. Before counting this number of atom, let's put bracket in front of the given compounds. In this way you have to put the bracket. So what is the first step? First step is to write atoms on both the sides, right? Second step is to put bracket in front of these already present elements or molecules. Now let's see how many magnesium atoms are here. Here I can write that magnesium atom is only 1, oxygen is 2, this side also I can see that only 1, and this is also 1. So easily I can see that this magnesium is balanced, but oxygen is not balanced. So it is O2 and it is O1. So we have to balance this. Students, while balancing, always keep in mind, in this balancing of chemical equation, we need to only either multiply or divide. Only these two operations we can do. Either multiply or divide. Either multiply or divide. We can't do addition or subtraction. Okay, got it? So addition or subtraction you are not going to do. Which two processes we are going to do? Multiplication or division, and most of the time we are going to do the multiplication only. So see, if I want to make 2 as a 1, I have to divide. But if when I will divide, again the answer will come as a 2. So what I am going to do, I am just multiplying. I am just multiplying this quantity by 2. I will multiply this quantity by 2. As soon as I will multiply, O becomes 2. Understood? Are you getting my point? See, so just I have multiplied it one of the integer. Now as soon as I will multiply this with one of the integer, that is 2, then I have to write this 2 in front of this 2 MgO. Are you getting my point? That is the number in which you have multiplied, that number you have to put in front of this MgO. So 2 we are going to write. Okay, then after this, now as soon as if I'll write 2, then once again check all the number of atoms. Now what is the mathematics says that whenever a number like in front of this bracket, then that number will get multiplied. So Mg, it becomes 2 and then oxygen is 2. Now when we will see this, here we can see that magnesium is not balanced. So how to balance? We will be putting 2 in this situation. Now this 2 where I have to write? I have to write this in front of 2 magnesium, and finally I can write balancing correct answer. So correct answer is 2. Now need not to put bracket. 2 Mg plus, here it becomes 2 gives 2 MgO, and this one is your correct answer, and that one is correct balanced equation. Students, whenever you are multiplying with any digit, do not write that digit to the base of this, right? Always you have to write in front of bracket, Now let's solve another equation. This equation is also not balanced. Let's check. As I said that, first of all write LHS and RHS, here NH in this manner, and then here also N and H. Okay, so how many number of N atoms are there? 2. Hydrogen is also 2. This is nitrogen is 1 and hydrogen is 3. Okay, got it. Now as I said that you have to put bracket in front of it, bracket. Okay, now let's start balancing this equation. For balancing, I can see that here it is 2 and 3, so little bit difficult to balance, and here it is 2N, here and nitrogen is 2 atoms, nitrogen is 1 atom. So what I will be doing, I will be multiplying this quantity by 2. So as I said earlier also, the number which you have multiplied, that number you are going to write in front of this. So here what should I write? 2. Okay. Now as soon as I will write it 2, let's check. So nitrogen becomes 2. 2 into N, 2. Then it becomes 2. Okay. Then 2 into 3, 6. So now in place of 3, it becomes 6 hydrogen. How we have calculated? 3 is already there and we have multiplied that quantity by 2. So it becomes 6. Okay, now let's see. Here if you will observe that nitrogen is balanced. N2, only this one is left. So now here it is 6. So how I am going to do? I will be simply writing in front of this as a 3. So when you will write with this 3, I have to write this 3 in front of H, because we have multiplied that quantity with H, and that's why, and finally we can write its answer. How can we write its final answer? Simply, now in answer need not to write bracket, and if you are even writing bracket, no problem. So 3H2 gives 2NH3. So in this way we have solved second equation also. And students, these all equations you have to write in your classwork copy. Okay, now let's see. Now we have the third equation with us. In this third equation, I am solving this. First, as I said that you can put the bracket up. You can put this bracket before writing LHS and RHS or after writing LHS and RHS. So simply, if I will write here as I will be writing it as a LHS and RHS. So iron is there, Fe is there, hydrogen is there, oxygen is there. Okay, similarly this side also Fe is there, hydrogen is there and oxygen is there. How many Fe atoms? Only one. Hydrogen 2, oxygen 1. Similarly Fe2, where I have found this? Near this base. Fe2, oxygen 3, hydrogen 2. Okay, now let's start balancing. As students, we know that always be in a habit of balancing the atoms other than oxygen and hydrogen. So here it is Fe1 and Fe2. So what I will be doing, I will be multiplying this 1 by 2 and so it becomes 2, and simply I will be writing this 2 in front of Fe, this 2. Got it? Now as I have written 2, no other elements are present, so no need to check one more time. Now here you can observe that H2, correct? But here you can observe oxygen is 3 and oxygen is 1. So what I am going to do, I am going to multiply this by 3. So I have to write this 3 in front of this H2O. So when I will be writing here as a 3, which quantity has changed? Let's see. 3 2s are 6. So now hydrogen becomes 6. Let's compare then. When we are going to compare, so 6 and here it is H into 2. So I will be multiplying this by 3 because I want 6. So I will be writing this 3 in front of H2. Now let's see whether this one is balanced or not. Fe2, so Fe2, okay, H6, O3. Okay, students, first time as you are studying this, you may find it difficult, but try to understand. Just pause the video and see that what I did. Listen carefully and then do practice by your own. Okay, now finally we can write its answer, and answer is 2Fe plus 3H2O arrow Fe2O3 plus 3H2, and this one is proper balanced chemical equation, and we have balanced this with the help of heat and trial method. Okay, now let's start with the next one. In next one I will be putting bracket here. Okay, so LHS and RHS, simply write it down as LHS and RHS. Okay, so here calcium, then carbon and then oxygen. Here also calcium, carbon and oxygen. Here we have not written it as a, here students, it should be, wait a minute, let me write it properly. It should be CO2. Okay, so see, when we are studying this, so simply write it down, carbon, calcium and oxygen. Okay, now let's see. LHS, how many are there? Only one Ca I can see, so I will be writing 1, carbon 1, oxygen 3. Okay, this side calcium 1, carbon 1. Now oxygen, 1 oxygen is present here, 1 and 2 oxygen are here, so it means 3. When you will observe these are already balanced. So simply we are going to write in answer that this equation is already balanced. This equation is already balanced. This equation is already balanced. So students, in this way we can study that how to balance a chemical equation. Okay, got it? Now see, when we are balancing this equation, let's revise all the steps. The first step is that to count the number of atoms on both of the sides like LHS and RHS, then put a bracket in the equation which is given, then use a particular integer to balance that element on both the sides. Students, after solving these 4 questions, do solve NCERT in-text questions. When you will solve all the NCERT in-text questions, then you will have a confidence of balancing chemical equation. I hope the balancing of chemical equation which I taught in today's class you understood well. Thank you students, and have a good day ahead.